Kupina kuphi makhama dolobheni aseComplasta khona sanamukela ehlelweni lakho Yilungelo Lakho, it's your right. Buying a house may seem like a dream, especially if you're not earning a big salary. Well, dream no more. Even if your salary is just above 3,501 a month, you can now qualify for a subsidy of up to 121,626 rand, courtesy of the Department of Human Settlement Subsidy Program. Mina ke ngiSimphiwe Ngongwane, asizingena endzabeni yethu namhla kuva ukuthi ke le subsidy lebitwa nge-FLISP isebenza kanjani. My guests today are Matthews from the Housing Department's National Housing Finance Corporation joining us in studio, and together with Dr. Simphiwe Matigezela from FNB and property expert Ntato Raboshaga to enlighten us about how you can benefit from this subsidy program. Gentlemen, a very good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
Baba Matigezela, I'm going to start with you. Ngicela usichazele kabanzi ukuthi yini le FLISP and isebenza kanjani?
Okay. No, siyabulela kakhulu. I-FLISP imele ukuthi finance linked individual subsidy program, i-abbreviation. Sisibonelelo lesi sivela kuhulumende, imali engakhokhwayo back, i-subsidy, imali free ukuncedisana nabantu ukuthi mabethenga indlu bakhona ukuthi ba-afford, ba-qualify. Le mali njengoba isithi finance linked angeke uyithole ngaphandle kokuthi uya-apply for indlu from one of the commercial banks. So kumele ukuthi kanti kube ne-approval oyitholayo from i-bank, then ufumane le subsidy kuncede ukuthi uqualify, i-affordability yakho improve, nama-repayments wakho ukuthi noko abe phansi kancane noko. Ne-rate interest yakho iyakunceda ukuthi yehle, so i-subsidy enjalo yekahulumende le subsidy.
Okay.
Department of Human Settlements National South Africa.
Okay.
Yes.
So how did it come about? Yini le ende ukuthi lifomisheke le FLISP?
Le FLISP kudala ikhona iqale ngo-2005. Into ebanga ukuthi ibe khona ukuzama ukuncedisana nabantu ukuthi ba-qualify. Mawujonga i-statistics lapha kwi-National Credit Regulator uzothola ukuthi out of 23 million credit active South Africans, about half of them they've got impaired credit record. So but highly indebted. Mangabe ujonga ne-percentage ye-household income to debt, ithola ukuthi iphakoma 75%. So ukuthi if wamkela 100 rand, i-75 rand iya ematyaleni ku-challenge 25 rand cha andizomzekela. If wamkela i-1000 rands utsho ukuthi 750 iya ematyaleni kushiyeka only 250. If wamkela i-10,000 utsho ukuthi imali engange 7,500 yonke kwi-10,000 yamkelayo ibheke ezikweletini kusale nje i-2,500 enganelanga ukuthi so ukulekelela abantu sibancedise ukuthi bakhona uqualifya ivele ngalo hlobo le subsidy vela kuhulumende ukuthi basizwe abantu bakhona ukuthi ba-qualify bathole izindlu.
Okay. Baba Sidu, who gets to qualify? Ngibani nje lo qualify yakho?
Lana angicale nje ngokubonga ithuba. Lana siyayisibheke abantu aba-approve ama-banks ama-loan. Kusho ukuthi if singakhuluma nge-process, umuntu number one uyaye aye ku-estate agents makafuna indlu, and then makaceda ukusayina lawo ma-documents asayinwayo bese uya e-bank of his or her choice uku-applyela for i-bond, and then once iba-approved then uza kuthi. Now ubani oqualifyayo, it's anybody who is a South African that is competent to sign to enter into an agreement. Okay. That's one. Lo muntu loyo kumele kube umuntu oyi-first time home buyer. Kusho ukuthi umuntu ongakaze athenge indlu before, and lo muntu loyo kumele kube abe umuntu ongakaze abenefite from any government assisted housing programs. Sikhuluma ngabo RDP into ezinjengalezo. Kusho ukuthi umuntu othenga indlu for the first time. Now into ebalekile ngale subsidy le ukuthi it is not a loan, it is a grant. Uma ngabe ubheka ku Department of Human Settlement, uma ngabe umuntu ahola between 0 up to 3,500 uya qualify for what we call a fully subsidized house.
Okay.
Meaning ile sibiza nge-RDP. Kodwa i-problem iba kulabantu laba bahola just a little bit over 3,500, because labo bantu labo uthola ukuthi uma ngabe baya ku Department of Human Settlement to apply for a house baye batshela ukuthi at least you are a little bit rich to can qualify for a free house. However, uma ngabe baya ema-bank bayo applyela for ama-bond, uthola ukuthi esikhathini esiningi batshela ukuthi look, you are a little bit poor to qualify for a bond. So how we do it is that the aim of it is to ensure that that particular person we are going to afford a leyo installment over a long time or for the term of the loan. Uma ngabe ngayenza example, uma ngabe umuntu athenga indlu ebiza u 300,000, uyaye aye bank maqeda ukuthola iqualification asithi kumbe ibank ithi cha uqualify for 300,000 uza kuthi ke si process i-FLISP application asithi leyo muntu uthola i-90,000.
Okay.
So uma ngabe ama attorneys aqeda ukuregister i-transaction then thina siya kuleyo muntu loyo sifike sithi okay mfo ngoba naku seyiregisterile kumbe siswami ngoba naku seyiregisteriwe sicela ukuthi ke bese sifaka ebondini yakho. So uthola ukuthi umuntu instead yokuthi abe nebond ye-300,000 u-end up ane bond ye-210,000. So bese ibank
manje kusho ukuthi ke nasengibhadala angibhadali le grant ngibhadala le bond kuphela.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now uthola ukuthi instead yokuthi ubhadale repayment on an interest rate of 10% uthola ukuthi instead of ukuthi ubhadale u-3,000 a month u end up so bhadala about 2,001. That's how they benefit.
Okay.
Usave lo 900 for the duration of the bond. But kwesinye isikhathi uyayithola omunye umuntu uthola ukuthi makaya ebank ayo apply ibank ifike ithi bona sibheke ama credit records wakho yonke lento le sicabanga ukuthi kumele uze ne deposit. So kwesinye isikhathi ibank ngathi okay siya approve u210 sicela uhambe uyo raise i-deposit. So bamnikeza what they call i-approval in principle subject to i-deposit. Lo muntu lo uyakhona ukuthi eze kithi ngaleyo approval in principle athi ngifuna ukuthenga indlu kodwa i-deposit anginayo. So senzani thina siyayiprocessa uthola ukuthi kwesinye isikhathi asithi naye loyo muntu loyo basically the same example uqualify for i-90,000.
So let deposit ayibese seyithinza le grant ayibese seyi-affecta le grant in a way.
I-deposit leyo angithi simraisela i-deposit through le grant. So from the initial example uthola ukuthi ubeka qualify 90,000 angithi noma siprocessor for i-deposit asithi usame muntu uzoqualify for u-90,000. So what we will then do thina sizothatha le 90,000 siyibhadale upfront kuba attorneys uma ngabe sewaloja once basinikeza i-notice of lodgement then sibhadala lo 90,000 into their trust account.
Right.
So that bazokhona ukuthi bafacilitate le transaction.
Right.
So isebenza kanjalo.
Okay.
So into ebalekile nje ukuthi abantu bakuthi bayazi ukuthi one it is not a loan. It is a grant, you don't have to pay it back. Uhulumende uyakunceda ukuthi uthole just your first property.
Okay.
And then that's very important. So you'll be paying what you owe the bank, not the FLISP, which is Finance Linked Individual Subsidy Program.
Okay. Now, Mthatho, in your line of work, have you seen an increase or an appetite of those needing a subsidy?
Yeah, definitely. There's an increase of people who would like to get this subsidy. The only issue that especially I have with my clients, people do not know about this. I run a channel on Twitter. It's called Property Tips with Mthatho. The majority of people that I talk with, and millennials, people who are on social media, people who understand how computers and the internet works, but they seem to not even know that this subsidy exists. I then educated them, and the majority of them were so happy that it exists. But the problem with that came as with FLISP, you can apply in retrospect, which means someone who has bought a house probably within the past 12 months, and you didn't know about FLISP, you can go and apply. Go Department of Human Settlements and get it. But the issue is majority of people did not buy within the past 12 months. So they come and say, Mthatho, can you help me to get the FLISP? We help them. We send help them with applications. But then when they get to Human Settlements, they then tell them, you don't fall within the threshold. Basically, it training shield.
Okay.
That's the biggest problem we have. So I think we must ensure that we work together with the Department of Human Settlements and the gentlemen that are here to ensure that we teach people about this. And platforms like this is what's important, to educate the masses as to what is required and how you can apply for it. Because people really need this. I mean, looking at FLISP, it's people who are in the gap market. Yes. So your gap market is the guys who are, they call it too rich for IDP house, but yet you are too poor to afford a house on your own. Yeah. And that's the majority of South Africans that are living out. I mean, you look at the national minimum wage, it's around 3,200 for someone who works probably in the farms, or if you work in a kitchen, it's around 2,400 to 2,800. With a few increases, you are going to find yourself over this threshold of 3,500 to get an RDP. So those are the people we are looking at. Okay. And it's important for us to give the information to them. So I guess we should look at platforms that we can use to ensure that we educate them.
Well, as a matter of fact, I had a chat with Dr. Matikizela the other day on a different show on this platform. So I'm actually glad that you gentlemen are here to enlighten us about this particular program. And after the break, sitawukhuluma ngema processes yokuthi we apply kanjani ke le FLISP. Asibambe khona lapho ke mbukeli siseshelele ngasetitolo. Please join us after this break. Welcome back, Mbugeli. Tinga ngotetfwe tivuliwe ukuthi nawe ke ubambe lichaza. Those participation lines are 0117146918 na 0117146919. You can also send us an SMS to 33721. You can email your thoughts to consumer@sabc.co.za or catch us on our Facebook page. Namhlanje sikhuluma nge-FLISP program yahulumende ke kusita ke labo ke labahola kancane kuze ukuthi uthenge indlu. Mr. Matikizela, asengifole ke 949 ukuthi nangabe nikhuluma nga 3500 nikhuluma nge-joint income noma nikhuluma nje nge-income yomuntu munye?
I-household income. So is household income is khuluma nge-gross income for household. But even if you are an individual, you one, a single applicant, you are going to apply. Even if you buy two, like husband and wife, in most cases, it's joint applications, we can help you. Okay. But also you can apply as a family, even if you're more than two people, like three people. Iba khona case ba masithi umama mazala uhlala nomkhwenyana uhlala nentombi yakhe by three bonke bane income, so siyakwazi accommodate more than two people, even three or four, even five. Sine capability for as long as they are staying together. It must be a household.
Kumele bahlale bonke ndawonye.
Yeah, maybe a household bahlale under one roof together. That's very important. So omunye angeke ahlale ngapha mhlale ngapha ayizosebenza because indlu eyi-one esikhuluma ngayo. It's one application, one bond, one subsidy for the household.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Sidwe, le grant lena, is it only confined to an existing immovable property? I mean, indlu lekhona leseyikhona le-exista noma ngayisebenzisa kutakhela mina indlu yami?
Yeah, ngicabanga ukuthi umbuzo obaleke kakhulu loyo. Ungakhona ukuyisebenzisa in both situations.
Okay.
Uma ngabe uthenga indlu esekhona eyakhiwe, it's the same. You get your bank to approve a bond, you come to us, sigenze le subsidy. Abanye abantu bathenga in what we call kuma new developments. Uthola ukuthi bathenga, it's an open site when they buy. Obviously the house will be built later. We still assist them. But khona abanye abantu uthola ukuthi uza kithi athi no, mina ngine site lami engasithengela lona dala. So but now I've never benefited. I want to build. So labo bantu labo siyabanikeza ithuba lokuthi baye ema-bank ba-apply for what is called a building loan. Once ba approved, then they can come to us, sibancede futhi ngalo mxhaso ukuthi bakhona ukuthi bazakhele kube cheaper.
So which comes first in terms of the processes? Which comes first? Is it the bank application or approval yale subsidy?
What comes first, what triggers FLISP application, it's an approval from the bank. Angithi sifuna ukwenza sure ukuthi isizosetshenziselwa for ukuthenga kwendlu. So siyayisimele ke umuntu eze kithi afika athi cha nayi bank isingapprovile imali ye-home loan, and then makeza ke kithi ke bese senza i-application ye-FLISP.
So nangabe ke ibhange lingideclineile?
Kuyadependa. Angithi uma ngabe sithina si-encourage abantu ukuthi uma ngabe ibhange likudecline babuze ukuthi yini indaba bakudecline. Because uthola ukuthi esikhathini esiningi umuntu uyadecline because of affordability. Then siya-encourage ama-banks ukuthi ayenze ama-offer. So uma ngabe ngithenga indlu ye-300,000, i-bank uma ingidecline ayingathi due to affordability you are unsuccessful. Si-encourage ama-banks ukuthi athi okay, based kwi-income yakho, we are prepared ukuthi kumbe senze i-offer ye-200,000 because that's what you qualify for. So that uma ngabe eza kithi asithi leyo muntu uthola i-100,000 ku-FLISP, then siyakhona ukuthi simrezele leyo mali angayi-qualify, which it did not qualify for at the bank. Siyakhona ukuthi sisebenzise leyo FLISP ukuthi simcoverele leyo mali is any form of a deposit. Then siyakhona ukuthi sisave lawo ma-deals.
Okay. Now, Tatu, do you want to add on to that?
Yeah, definitely. I'm guessing from the first point of buying together, like the gentleman mentioned, that it's gross income of whoever stays in the house. You can buy with someone that you are cohabiting with, a living partner. Because, you know, sometimes our shadile because you don't have the money to do so. So what the state is saying is, if me na ngihlala no sistrana and we've been living together over 6 months, we can apply for FLISP together as one. The only issue with that is that the house must be registered in both your names. So here's the danger. You've applied for this, you're together, jiggy things don't work out. Consider that. as a consumer, someone who's out there, because we know these things happen. We've seen the divorce rates, we've seen people who are not together anymore. So when you're getting into this, just ensure that you know what's happening, because a house is a long-term investment that you make. It's probably at minimum 20%, 20 years for that house. So now you've bought this house with a person, and then 6 months down the line, you are no longer together. You are bound by this house. So when you're buying it, there are many options that you can take, and even buy with your family members. So it's either you buy with a partner if you are married or cohabiting. The second option is, which for me is the best for single people, if you have a dependent. So if you're mama and you have a child, you can apply for FLISP as your individual on your own. So you know, or for life, so you know you are sorted. So when you're applying for FLISP, think of such things, because they do build into your case. They do affect your life going forward.
Well, Matthew's mentioned something very important, the issue of affordability or non-affordability.
Yeah.
And would you agree with me, Wutsi, this issue of affordability, it will make South Africans miss the boat in terms of taking advantage of the benefits of FLISP?
Yeah, well, I guess that's why people are buying with partners. 2 is better than 1. But let's look at the affordability issue. It starts at 3,501 cents gross income per month, up to 22,000. Now we've looked at your national minimum wage.
Is that 3,501 per month or per annum?
Per month.
Per month.
Okay.
Per month. It's your monthly salary.
Per month,
Okay.
Yeah. So looking at the national minimum wage, it moves from 15 rands, 18 to 20 rand per hour, which goes anywhere between 2,400 to 3,300. So the people who are there, 2-3 years later, they're going to be just above that threshold of getting RDPs. So they will be able to afford it on their own. So it's almost better if you do it on your own, because for me, when I do the math, you get even more money out of it, because when you are buying at just, let's say, 3,600, you get the majority of the grant. So you are going to get the maximum, which is 121,000 of the grant alone. You understand? It's coming to you alone. So it's much better than me coming together with the person I'm living with, and we apply for it. We're still going to get that maximum of 121,000, but now we are getting it together, which means in real terms, you are getting 60,000 per person.
Right.
So you see how it works. So if you're single, you have a dependent, I would definitely say go for it. We've looked at the stats. Many women are raising children alone. This is the best thing for them. I say this is one of the best initiatives from our state, because it then means that people can you can be able to actively participate in getting a house, unlike waiting for an RDP, because that list is long.
It's very long. Actually.
Yeah, and chances of you getting it are quite
Let's
slim.
leave it there for now. Let's take our first caller. Sina Siya ulapha ke Eastern Cape. Sakumole hlelo sawubona.
Mbulweni futhi njani?
Siyaphila kunjani baba?
No, siyaphila konke.
Khuluma nathi.
First of all, let me thank government initiative yakhe enje.
Okay.
I would love to know if umuntu or self-employed uyaqualify na. Okwesibini umuntu ophangela kwa-government uyaqualify na, because umuntu wa-government especially ukifika kuyi-level 1 uyadecline as for due to the affordability.
Okay.
Siyabonga, ngicabanga ukuthi umbuzo omuhle kakhulu lo. Umuntu okokuqala uma ngabe asebenzela ugovernment uyaqualify for iFLISP.
Okay.
So uma ngabe are within these income brackets, just above 3,500 up to 22,000, they stand to qualify. I think umbuzo oqala lo. Umbuzo wesi-2 ubhudi uthi
first time employed.
Uma ngabe self-employed. Ikanje lento sisebenza nama banks. So uma ngabe umuntu self-employed aya ku bank yakhe, ufike ku bank yakhe afika athi mine i-income yami engiyidraw ku business it's so much. Then i-bank based on that bese iyamqualify ukuthi iyam-assessa in terms of affordability. Ukuthi it's how much that you qualify for in terms of the home loan.
Yes.
Once i-bank im-approver, then thina sisebenzisa the same information esetshenziswe yibhange uma ngabe lim-assessa for i-home loan loan. So yes, abantu aba-self-employed baya-qualify for FLISP, abantu abasebenza ku-government baya-qualify for FLISP, but nabanye abantu abasebenza kumbe ko-Pick n Pay, kumbe basebenza ema-mining, kumbe abasebenza kuphi, as long as
bahola lo 3,500
you are within this income bracket, you are welcome to come to us, we'll assist you.
Babe siya lapha Eastern Cape, siyathemba ukuthi uphendvulekile kulelo hlangothi. That was a Siyage Ulapa Eastern Cape. He's our first caller. Let's now take an ad break. Leli Yilungelo Lakho. Namhlanje sikhuluma nge-FLISP subsidy program and how it can turn your dream of owning a home into reality even if you don't earn much. Tinga ukuthi fibekene nesetivulela lapha e-studio. Ungashayela ku 0117146918 noma ke 0117146919. Ungasithumela futhi ne-email ku consumer@sabc.co.za and ungasithumela futhi ne-SMS ku 33721. Gentlemen, I would love to engage you on this issue, on the age factor. Ukuthi is it also considered by cabanga yini inzaba age nangabe for example na 5 sesikele ngibe na 10 years ukuthi ngipenshelwe ukuthi inzaba age iyabukwa yini?
Yeah, no, age is a jonga, ne? Obviously, more than 50 years, so uzo pensioner at 60 as an example, we schedule 10 years. So a bond yako will be over a 10-year period. So we do consider the age instead of the normal 20 years, right? Okay. Yeah, but it may happen ukuthi unemali deposit ongakwazi uyifaka because kudala usebenza unama savings, unama investments. So it won't become an issue for you to qualify, even though you can pay it over 10 years because unemali ongayifaka phansi a down payment or a deposit. Yeah. So age is a factor, but remember it's not the only
So angeke unyusele interest nangabe uthola ukuthi sengimdzala sengina 2 minutes ukuthi ngipenshelwe.
Yeah, we don't discriminate ngokwe age. Interest infonywa by kune credit report, ne? Ebonakalisa ukuthi how do you conduct your finances? Do you pay your obligations onazo? Do you pay on time? Ubhatala the right amount efunekayo, or you pay late, or you skip my payments? Because ma skip my payments, ne? Uma obligations wakho, even if you are 20 years, that's a bad record. It's going to affect your rate to be higher, not because you're 50, because of how you're conducting your affairs, your finances. So a credit report plays an important role. Ukuthi usimpiwe, ama obligations are now currently anjani. Nginama obligation 1, 2, 3. Ngiyawa honorisha na ama payments. Ngiyabhatala na. That's what is considered. Yabona? If ngiyabhatala, ndibhatala on time or early, ndibhatala even slightly more than what is required. I-credit score yam izoba good, ama points are high, which means I'm a low risk customer to the bank. Then I'll get a better rate, interest rate, because of my conduct. Whether I'm 50 or 40 or 30 or 25, that's what is considered in terms of the interest rate. It weighs on quite hugely. You weight your corner, your affairs. Like for example, if a judgment, a judgment in the court. So it's a long process, kunchama summons and all of that. That will affect my rate. I will be a high risk. Even if I'm 30, ne? I still have 20 years to be 50 before I'm 60. Right. If we need judgment, it's going to affect me negatively. I may even be declined. Not because of my age, ne? Because of my conduct. Right. So if we approve as a high risk customer, interest rate yam ibe high. Because the probability yam to default is high. Beka ngabonisa ukuthi angiwabhatala amatyala wami ngiyaskipa, bhatala late, bhatala short the amount, that will affect my rate. It's based on my behavior.
So to having a clear credit record.
Very important. Even if you are earning lower, like with domestic worker or a security, whatever, you must put imali kwi account yako. Use the bank account. Kuno muntu othola imali cash. Sifuna ukubona ukuthi you are getting this money. If on a pay slip statement sakho se bank over 3 months will help us to see ukuthi le mali yangena lapha, because we must prove the income oyitholayo. So I see into ukuthi uthola imali cash and then you spend the cash because ubalekela ama charges, because asikwazi ukubona le mali oyamkhelayo. Yes.
So this is very, very important, keeping your receipts. Now, utendela ke business yakho ke noma ke uya a businessman or self-employed. Let's take our second caller. Sinanokuthula ulapha ke eThekwini. Sakumele hleleni sawubona.
Sawubona baba njani?
Siyaphila kunjani mama?
Siyaphila. Ngithi mina ukhuluma nokuthula kwi-panel yakho, bengisacela ukubuza ukuthi ngangine bond from uABSA e460. Ngayimpela ka FLISP ngasubmit ama application. Bamtshela ukuthi angeke ngikwazi ukuthola uFLISP angiqualify, kodwa ibond yami ngayithola ngo2012. Ngiyabonga, ngizolalela ku-CV.
Okay, Nokuthula siyabonga kakhulu ukushayela. Baba Sidi ngamphendula Nokuthula.
Siyabonga. Ngicabanga ukuthi umlaleli ekhaya kumbe uthi wa decline ngoba wathenga indlu ngo-2012 so ngicabanga ukuthi maseka apply i-FLISP manje so kusho ukuthi leyo bond has been running for about 8 years asi-understandeni i-FLISP for ukuthi iyenzelwe ini sizama ukunceda abantu abathenga from namhlanje uma ngabe uthi kimi namhlanje i-banking approve i-bond izolo so now ayikaka-register leyo bond ngicela uku-apply that's the right time to apply basically it's when the bond is approved ingaka-register
ngathi cala kuba ne-confusion ngoba Mthatho ukhulume ngenzaba ekuthi kuba retrospective lokusho ukuthi kubukwa emuva lakho
ngisazoza kundaba erezwe ubhuti maybe asibeke nje kanje the right time to apply for FLISP is when the bank has approved your home loan then you can come and apply so that uma ngabe register you've got the FLISP you've got the home loan and everything register but now angithi i-FLISP before April this year beyenziwa ama-province so ama-provinces anama-rules are different uzothola ukuthi uma uya KwaZulu Natal bayamvumela umuntu ukuthi apply uma ngabe i-approve for a year or even 2 I don't know it differs from province to province i-Gauteng province iyabavumela ukuthi abantu ba-apply uma ngabe i-bond registeriwe within 3 months so uthola ukuthi i-province yase-Free State izoza nama-rules athize nenye i-province ize
lokho manje seyi-national asasi-provincial le FLISP program
thina siyenza nationally so kusho ukuthi usisi uma ngabe aKwaZulu Natal angakhona ukuthi enze nathi you don't even have to come to Joburg you can just email us the forms we will process them we will come back to you sikunikeze i-outcome yakho
Nokuthula ngiyathemba ukuthi uphendvulekile lapha ke eThekwini bukela sesiphindze sithi jikelele ngasetitolo siyabuya khona nyama this is Yilungelo Lakho Our participation numbers are on your screens right now. There we go. Now, you can call us on 011-714-6918, nomage 011-714-6919. Ungasithumela futhi na-SMS ku 33721. Usiphinde utfole ku Facebook. Let's take our next caller. Sinateboho lapha eBryanston. Sawumole ehleleni sawubona.
Sawubona.
Siyaphela kunjani ma?
Kiteng. Liwa Leteboho mo Bryanston. So what I wanted to ask was that I live with my mother, like where she works. She's a domestic worker, and she's earning around about 3.2. And I also work at retail stores where I'm earning like a basic yapona is 3.5. Okay. So what I wanted to ask was that if FLIPS is in partnership with maybe some properties where my mother and I can be able to buy from there.
Ngicabanga ukuthi umbuzo omuhle kabi lo angithi umama ohola 3.2 so uma ngabe umama a-apply ayedwa bekanga qualify for a fully subsidized house so but now ngoba babili kusho ukuthi umama 3.2 usisi uthe 3.5. So we are looking at the joint income about say 6,007. Yes, they can qualify. Maybe to answer a question yakhe kunzima ukuthi uhulumende angathi umuntu othize makahlale kuphi. That is why siyayithi umuntu akazitholele indlu eaffordable la afisa ukuhlala khona. Then thina sikhona ukuthi simxhase la afuna ukuhlala khona. Kodwa there is nothing wrong uma ngabe usisi athi okay imaphi ama development kumbe enisebenzisana nawo angithi government unawo ama integrated residential development programs uthola ukuthi kwesinye isikhathi kunama development esiwaziyo for instance eGauteng uma ngabe angaya ku website wethu siyakhona ukuthi simchasele kumbe fonele call center yethu siyakhona ukumchasela ukuthi esiwaziyo kumbe aranwa u government yilawa nalawa ungaya khona ufike uapply but okwamanje siyasithi the first option ukuthi bona basitholele labafuna ukuhlala khona kodwa uma ngabe baxakekile bangeza bazosibuza sikhona ukuthi sibancede ngeswazi ama development available.
Teboho eBryanston ngiyathemba ukuthi usitakele kulelo hlangothi. Let's take Facebook messages. Asasive ukuthi nithini ke ngalendzaba ku Facebook. Lebohang uthi does one with the debt review qualify for this subsidy? Kupano Utsi, we lived in a shack for 30 years. My parents were too poor for a loan at the bank. My parents managed to build a house last year. Thank God my brother got a job and helped to build. Now we are stuck with roofing and finishing the house. So how can the grant help my parents who are close to pension and have it very hard with no help from government? My parents struggle to date. Musutu Utsi, does your credit record affect your application for the FLISP grant? The next one says, my situation is that I already applied for a house loan and I was granted one. I'm still paying the outstanding amount. Can I still apply for the subsidy to help me settle the outstanding amount? Good questions there, coming from our viewers. Very good questions.
Very good questions, yeah. Masiqala ngaleyo qala ukuthi bakwi-shack ne. So abakayiqebu yakha lendlu because bakhuluma nge-roofing.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's still in construction. Yeah. So it's not complete. Definitely they can apply. Yeah.
Okay.
They can qualify for FLISP, provided bakule income bracket esikhuluma ngayo. And ngiyacabanga ukuthi bakuyo because if basokola ngohlobo bakhuluma ngalo, they must be earning that low, 35 to 22,000. So yes, they can. Okay. Right. And then any question was ukuthi credit record if FLISP affect na. Masiqaqise lento. If FLISP ayitholi yodwa. It depends on the application from a bank
loan.
Yes. If FLISP is subsidy, so in the credit record, I get in the subsidy.
Subsidy.
Yeah. But remember, it's dependent on coming to approval with bank. So if bank has a credit record yako injani. The credit record yako affect the application yako ma apply with bank. Kubalulekile ukuthi abantu babhatale isikweletu zabo babhatale on time so that the credit record yabo ibe right, so that the application ikhona ukuthi approve ibank. Ibank iyayijonga credit profile yakho, iyayijonga credit record yakho, iza affect application yakho ye home loan kwibank. If the credit record yakho is very bad, unama judgments, you are likely to ungafumani approval.
So decline. Debt review qualify.
Yes.
I think that's the biggest problem. I mean, coming from the property section, that's where I play it. My biggest issue with that was the initial linking of the subsidy to the banks. The problem that I'm saying that is that you are saying there are people who are earning between 0 and 3,500. These guys are getting RDP houses. So we know they're getting houses for free, irrespective of how they conduct their finances. The majority of the people who are earning within this income brackets, which is bad, we know, but it's the reality on the ground. That's what's happening. So you have someone who's coming from that space. Now they say you don't qualify for an RDP anymore because your salary is over 3,500. You now fall into the FLISP. The issue there is, I want to build a house, I want to buy a house, and I qualify for this grant, the 121,000, but my finances are not in order. So because it has been linked to getting a bond, now, much as I qualify for the FLISP on its own, but I can't get it because there's a red tape that was created to say, no, before we give you this grant as the state that you deserve, that you qualify for, go to the banks and make sure they give you a loan. Some people don't even want a bond from the bank. Perfect example, if you go to Limpopo province now, go to Polokwane, you'd find proper houses, built houses. I'm a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Those are built by Abu Mama Sevenzima Kishin. Simply because they are working here, they got land, that site is around 6,000, even for free. You get that land, you can build, some have built houses over 8 years, over 10 years. But now, if they were to apply for this grant, they cannot get it because of the way they conduct their finances. It's really unfortunate. In my opinion, the linking should not have happened in the first place. If you qualify, you should get it and be able to build.
So how long should I wait to reapply?
Msakazi, uyabona into ebalekile like kumele si understand ukuthi as is, yes, we understand ukuthi kumele uthole i-loan, but it is through platforms like this uthola ukuthi kwesinye isikhathi abantu bayafona njengoba bafona njengoba ubhuti akhuluma siyazithatha lezo zinto siziprocess to inform ama-future considerations kumbe uma ngabe sifuna ukutshentsha ama-policies. So this is very important. So but ngicabanga ukuthi we need to start somewhere. Uma ngabe ngingakuchazela nje, we are aware also ukuthi abantu abahlala emakhaya abanawo ama-title deed. They can't go to the bank and apply for a bond. It is through ama-platforms afana nalawo ukuthi abantu bakhulume ukuthi cha mine eyami i-land ngiyithole ekhaya ku-chief and I don't want to come to the urban areas. I am very happy ekhaya. What do I do? Because it looks like manje i-FLISP yang-discriminator. Angithi ngoba mina angeke ngikhona ukuyo-apply i-bond. So uhulumende uthi no, we will be able to help those people. They don't have to necessarily apply for a home loan or what we call a mortgage-backed loan. What we are saying to those people is that we will be coming sibazise futhi ukuthi when we are ready to do that, because sifuna ukuthi ba-apply for any type of a loan which is not necessarily backed by a mortgage. Omunye umuntu angathi hayi mina ngidala ngisebenza ecompany ngine pension fund engaka ngiyakhona ukuthi ngi-apply i-loan against that because I don't have a title, ngine permission to occupy, ngithenge ekhaya kumbe eMpumalanga kumbe Eastern Cape. We will be able to assist those people. Now there will always be improvement with policy. There will always be improvement in how we do things. I think we do appreciate ukuthi abanye abantu bayasho njengoba abasha
in the FLISP noma ngabe it's on communal land or tribal land, qualify ukuthi ngithole khona
manje sithatha siyisa lapho because we understand
provided ukuthi i-financing titfolele somewhere else.
Yeah, omunye umuntu
noma ngabe ngifuna i-personal loan
uzofika umuntu afika hayi mina ngithole i-micro loan, angitholanga i-bond. Into esiyibonile ukuthi okay nayi opportunity esingakhona ukuthi sifinyelele kuyo.
So we'll pick up on that point after the break. Please hold your thought. Asathathe ke likhetho lekugcina bekunene ke. Please join us after this break. Welcome to our very final segment this hour. FLISP subsidy program yahulumende. Before we go on to that discussion, let's take our last caller. Sinangulego lapha ke Kruger Stop. Sawumolo hlene sawubona.
Sawubona baba kunjani?
Siyaphila kunjani baba?
Siyaphila. Yeah, i-question nayo man ndangile e-department e-department of human settlement. Na xa ngifika khona i-basic salary yami ibisithi 4.5.
Okay.
Now i-question yami nginayo ukuthi bangiqalela ukuthi no i-basic salary yami ithi 4.5 akusizi noba ngabani ngathi ngiya-applyshela ilekuzameni that is or i-subsidy. I won't get indlu enale basic salary eyi-4.5. Let me say to thini i-applyshele intoni ilanto i-RDP house. Now ngicela ukwazi what is the need yokuthi abantu asinikeze i-FLISP eqala ku-3.5, but although there is no house ongayithola as from 3.5 ukuya phezulu. And second thing, why izindlu zibiza kumele ubhatale from 20 years to 30 years, but imoto yakhona ibhatala only ilozaneni i-6 years. Thank you.
Alright, Ngulego Kruger Stop siyabonga kakhulu kusishayela. Gentlemen, do you want to add on to that?
Athi asicale ngaloku. Yeah. Akekho umuntu othi umuntu makabhadale i-bond for 20 years.
Yeah.
Umuntu ona 25 years angaya ebank afika athi mina ngicela i-bond yami niyenze 10 years. I-bank ibheka
ukuthi it's up to 20 years. Kahle kahle ungathatha even less.
20 years because i-bank ifila ukuthi kwesinye isikhathi sibona ngathi ngeke u-afford. Asi-extend the term so that when we extend the term repayment iba lower.
Okay.
When the term becomes longer, ilona iba lower, but there is nothing stopping a person ukuthi afika challenge ibhank athi mina ngifuna i-bond ye 10 years.
Okay. Mthatho nawe ke baba Ntigezela, I would like to weigh in on that. Yes. But ngicela ukuthi uchubeke naleli phuzu lakho lebantu basemakhaya ukuthi bona ke bathinzeka kanjani.
Okay, I think the question had two questions. Your
Ngulego, yeah.
I think the first one uthe uhola 4,500.
Yes.
Akakhoni uye somewhere bamtshela ukuthi akakhoni ukulona uku-afforda. Asicacise nje kubalaleli ukuthi wonke umuntu uyakhona uku-afforda. Inkinga ukuthi asi-affodi ngendlela elinganayo. Uma ngabe mina ngihola u4,000 angeke ngifune ukuyothenga kumbe kuma new development azofuna i-purchase price yabo uthola ukuthi 500,000 or more. Kodwa siyayisibona abanye abantu njengasemalokishini uthola ukuthi hayi mina ngihlala eSoshanguve naye umalume ngithengisela indlu ngo180,000 uyabona lo muntu uyakhona ukuthi aye bank afike a-apply ibank i-approve eze kithi apply i-FLISP simnikeze 121,000 uthola ukuthi usala ngebond yaka 80,000 now umuntu ohola u4,500 angakhona ukuyi-afforda leyo loan so asibeke nje ukuthi sicela ukuthi abantu bafunisise izindlu ebangakhona ukuthi bazibhadale kumbe ebangakhona ukuthi bazi-afford because uhulumende akafuna ukuvalela abanye abantu ngaphandle we want to assist anyone I think let's make it an effort ukuthi siyawafuna lawo ma-properties and then asize kwi-issue boyibuza yasemakhaya abantu basemakhaya always masikhuluma nabo bebasitshela ukuthi cha i-FLISP ngathi ayikhona ukubanceda ngoba bona angeke baze bayithathe ibond and abafuni ukuyothatha amabond bahappy ukuhlala emakhaya indawo lezi baziphiwa ama-chief wakulezo indawo and bafuna ukwakha labo bona abafuna ukuya ndawo so uhulumende ke uthi okay siyabona ukuthi la kumbe inkinga i-right njengoba sisho nje ukuthi as sikhuluma nabantu siyakhona ukuzwa into ekumele sisifunde siyakhona ukuthi sibuyele emuva si-revise ama-policies so we are saying to those people we will help them right there they will just apply for any form of a loan
abatfunele bona ama-loan noma ke bo-microfinance or ma-personal loan but as long as ninayo le proof yokuthi-ke seyikhona le loan ndabe seniyafika ne-FLISP
lona ne-FLISP ukuthi akhona ukwakha umuzwa
okay Ntando, do you want to add on to that?
Yeah, definitely. I think Ubaba, who just called us, has a great point. The market has priced them out. Unfortunately, if you are earning 3,500, which is the minimum, you qualify for a bond of 110,000, right? So if he's earning 4.5, probably his bond is around 140,000 that he qualifies for from the bank. People are selling RDPs, Emalogish, for around 280,000, 300,000. Because I'm in this market, I see what's happening. So these guys who are at the bottom of the food chain are already priced out of the market. He is telling the truth. So we need to look into that. Much as the Ubab said that we are improving, we are looking at guys in the gap market. But within the people in the gap market, another gap has been made. It's the people who are between 3,500 and around 5,000. They can't afford houses that are already on the market. The only houses that they can get is if you get an RDP at cheap nakon. But the problem with buying an RDP is that it also increases the problem. Because RDP, Shogoti, they didn't have imali. Now you are buying them out of the house bought by the state. They're going back to the sheikh. Another burden on the state as well. So we need to literally look into that and see how we can help them. A proposal that we put to Department of Human Settlements was to say, we as the Wealth Creation Network, we are into property developments and the stuff. So we're looking at, guys, now there's a lot of land grabs. Maungaya eval now, you will faint. Most of that land is taken up all over the show because what people are saying is we cannot wait anymore to get the RDP. We want somewhere to stay and whatever is there, we'll take it. So what we are saying to the state is release land to us, let us service it. For the money, FLISP will then give it for free. Just give us a list. So release the land, we will service it, give us a list, we'll give it for free for people to build.
Gentlemen, I don't have, unfortunately, we don't have much time. But Nguve, in our discussion, Babasido, you are always referring to a maximum, 121,000, which means it could be less than 121,000. So what is it that you consider in order to award that grant?
Yeah, angithi maximum, the closer you are to the 3,501. It's the closer you are to the 121,000 in terms of the maximum amount that you qualify for. So it's on a sliding scale. Uma ngabe ngihola u10,000, uthola ukuthi sengizoqualify for 100,000. Uma ngabe ngihola u15, ngithola u60. Up until uthola ukuthi mawufika ku22,000, uthola the minimum, which is 27,000, I think 960.
Okay.
That's how it works.
Mr. Matikizela, just in closing, your final thoughts.
Practically izindlu zikhona. Kunomuntu owamkela 3,600, right, at the moment. Uthola subsidy 121,000.
Yes.
Simfunele endlu, my brother, up Orange Farm.
Yeah.
It's an RDP house. It's being sold for 250,000, right? Eastern Cape manje uyayazi application method usebenza kunye. Kunomuntu othola indlu ye 75,000 rands.
Yeah.
Yeah, 75,000 rands. It's a house. It's Mzimhlophe, eGunupi, East London. So you do find the houses. Economy 140,000. The Khayelitsha. Esithengis le RDP wathola subsidy 68,000. So zikhona ziyafumaneka mara zinqabile stock. The prices are going up. I agree with you. So, but there are houses that you find if you search properly.
Yeah.
So, common examples that we talk about. There are real cases. He knows them. He does the applications.
So what do I do? Ngi-track kanjani status of my application?
Status application.
Asylum application.
So, application yes, you communicate now. If you send a phone number, most of the people banazi cell numbers. We send an SMS. Say total application, say process it quickly, and then we tell you update. You go to application yako in down. My approval, we come back to you with an approval letter. So we keep you updated.
Okay.
Whether on an email or on an SMS, if it's cell number, we send you an SMS. We're able to keep you updated. So communicate with customers with. We go to SP stage in there.
Sniget number about it.
Thina siyatholakala ku 011 644 9800.
Okay. Tato, your final thoughts?
I guess FLISP is a great program that was made, but practically on the ground, we need to understand what's happening. Like the examples that we give in AMA RDP, I think it's almost unethical to be buying and selling AMA RDPs. The people who bought them are poor people. They're people who need them. Sometimes they're in dire situations in their lives. So when they sell, they're also going to go back to Imikuku and add to this burden that we have. So we have a bad ecosystem. So let's just look into that.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. We can't thank you enough. Great discussion we've had, and thank you so much for your insights. Kumbulange babukele ukuthi ke inombolo ke sitfolakala ku website. Sasifike emaphethelweni lehlelo lethu namhla. Ngibonge futhi ivakashi lethu ngesikhathi sekuba ngekuba nathi namhla ke. Ngithanda ukubonga nani babukele ngekuthi ke nibe nathi till now. For me Simphiwe Ngwane and the rest of the team, nitsale kahle.
Hallelujah.